Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Mandy and I like to talk about makeup panning, nail polish, and things happening in my real life. Today I have my update for It's Panning Cats and Dogs, so stay tuned. It's Panning Cats and Dogs is a Pantastic Ladies collab group project that was created by Deb B on YouTube and Dannie's Makeup here on YouTube also. I will have them both linked in the description below. And it started on October 22nd, which is National Make a Dog's Day, and goes until October 22nd. It is a rolling style product that you can do any way you want. They have no hard and fast rules. And it is all about pets and pet products and accessories and all the things that go with our faithful companions. So I am working on I don't know how many products. And yeah, let's just get into it and talk about what I'm working on, what I'm rolling out, and what I'm bringing in. So the first prompt on the list that I was working on is Agility, and that is a product that requires practice to use. And for that, I brought in a lip liner. This is from NYX. It is their professional lip liner in their lip liner in Espresso. My goal was to use this 5 times. And here's a swatch of it. It is just a nice brown lip liner that I purchased as an eyebrow pencil. Didn't look that it said lip liner when I bought it. But anyway, it is a nice brown lip liner. I have worn it as a lip liner. And my goal was to use it 5 times. And at the last update, I used it 4. And over the last month, I've used it 1 more time. So it is rolling out, goal met. The next prompt on the list is for Beagle. That is a scent hound. And for that, we are to bring in a scented product. So I brought in from Eva NYC the Main Magic 10-in-1 primer. This is a beautiful hairspray. My goal was to use it also 5 times, and so far I've only gotten to it 3 times. Not something I use every day, but I really do enjoy it. It has a wonderful scent. I don't know what the scent is, but it smells really good. And so I have 2 more uses left to go on this. The next product I had is for the prompt boop, and that is something you use on your nose. And I've been known to boop a cat or dog on the nose before. And for that, I brought in a concealer because I used concealer on my nose. And this is the Purlisse Perfect Glow BB Concealer. I found this when I was doing inventory. Didn't even know I had it. Don't need it. But I've been using it to get it done and out of my collection. My goal for this was to use it 7 times, and I did use it all 7 times. And I will give you a swatch of it. I probably put way too much on my hand, but that's okay. And there it is there. It is in the shade Fair. Because I forgot to say. And that rhymed. Anyway, I met my goal on that 7 out of 7 uses. I use it every time I do my makeup right now. And I have done my makeup more than 7 times. I didn't track how many times I used it after the 7, but I did use it today. So anyway, it is a goal met. The next prompt I brought in was for cat litter, and that is something that makes a mess. And for me, I brought in my Marby Corn palette, and the highlighters in here are loose-ish and glittery, and they tend to make a mess. So I brought in a highlighter from this palette. I brought in the middle highlighter called Livin' to Life. Is that one right there. And I am wearing it today on top of another highlighter. And I use it as an inner corner highlight. It works fine as a highlighter. There it is there. It's a little bit dark, but once you put all the colors on, it's fine. It is beautiful. Anyway, my goal was to use this 8 times, and today marks use number 8. At the last update, I used it 3 times, and over the last month, I've used it 5. So 8 total uses, and that is a goal met. The next product I was working on was for the prompt Corgi Butt Wiggles. And that is a gel product or something that jiggles. So I brought in a gel product. This is from Spa Scriptions, their moisturizing lip mask with rose and cica. My goal is just to use this 12 times. I use this daily when I do my skincare as sort of a moisturizer for my lips while I'm applying all my other things. And so 12 uses was no problem. I used it more than that. I just didn't track it past that, but this was another goal met. Moving on to the next page in my notebook. All right, the next prompt I brought in was for ID tags, and that is something that starts with the letter of your first name. So I brought in the Marbicorn again. Marbicorn. Starts with M. But I also brought in a shade from the Marbicorn palette, which is Moana. I almost said it wrong. It is Moana right here. I am wearing it today. It is the shimmer on the outer half of my lids. And my goal for this shade is to use it 16 times. So far, I've only reached for it 3. But it is a beautiful shade. It is probably, I think, the first shade I hit pan in this palette. But there is a swatch of it there. Very blurred out. But that is it. And it is a beautiful teal shimmer. A little bit dusty. That's okay. I don't mind. Doesn't leave any fallout, so it is beautiful, and I will continue to use that for 13 more uses. The next prompt on the list goes all the way down to service or emotional support animal. And that is a product that never lets you down. So I figured something that never lets me down is a bronzer, and this is from Complex Culture. It is their Sun Bath Bronzer in the shade Play. I am wearing it today. And that is what it is looking like. It does have a bit of a dip starting in the middle, but you can't really tell too much. My goal is to use this 25 times, and so far I've used it 18, including today, so I have a few more uses left to go. I'm not going to calculate it. You can figure it out. But that is staying in. The next prompt I was working on is for Sharpay, and that is something that fights wrinkles. It's a product that fights wrinkles. I remember I wrote this one backwards. It says wrinkle fights product. It's a wrinkle fighting product. Anyway, I brought in my retinol serum from the Inky list, and my goal is to use this 26 times. So far I've used it 10. So I have 16 more uses left to go. I did not measure it to see how much is in there. I could. I'm not bothered by it. I'm just going to use it as much as I need to. And so that is going to be staying in. And then finally, the last product I've been working on is for St. Bernard. And that is something that rescues your look. And for me, that would be my finishing powder. So this is the NYX High Definition Finishing Powder in Translucent. My goal is to use it 28 times, and in this product I have used it 23, and it's hard to see. There we go. There's not much of it left. This is one of the products in my whole collection project pan that I'm trying to finish. So I have 5 more uses left in this project, but I use this right now currently just to set my eyelid primer, because I'm using a powder foundation over the rest of my face, so a powder doesn't need to be set for a powder, but I do apply this also when I apply a cream blush to help set that down before going on with powdered products. So I have 23 out of 28 uses, 5 more uses left to go. So that means I had 4 products rolling out, 4 prompts rolling out, so I am bringing in 4 new prompts to roll in. And I believe they're all on this page, so we're going to start at the bottom of the list and work our way back up. Because I have been doing these where the number of uses for the prompt corresponds with the number on the prompt list. But since it is getting later and I have a lot of products later in the list, I'm changing those things, so we'll talk about them. The first product I'm bringing in is for treats, and that is something you bought to treat yourself. So for that, I'm bringing in my Mix Bar Perfume Hair and Body Mist in vanilla bourbon. I bought this to treat myself. And I am bringing this in for 15 uses. I am rotating through all of my perfumes, but I would like to, focus on this one a little bit more than some of my other ones. And I really do enjoy this scent, and I'd like to get some use out of it. And it's not too terribly expensive that I don't have to worry about using it all up. The next prompt I'm bringing in is for Shih Tzu Maltese. I actually used to have a Maltipoo. It was a Maltese poodle mix. Her name was her name, I don't remember anymore. Their name was Fluffy. It's terrible that I can't remember if it was a boy or a girl. Anyway, that is a small product with a big impact. So I am bringing in an eyeliner. This is from LA Colors. It's just their pencil eyeliner in the shade turquoise. And I will give you a swatch of that over here. It is a beautiful color. It would go nicely with Moana. Not wearing it today, but could have, which is what made me think about it. So I am bringing this in for 13 uses. It is a pencil, and I want to get some use out of it. I'm finding some of my eyeliners are drying up because I haven't been using them because I was using eyeshadows as eyeliners for quite a bit. So I'm going to work on that for 13 uses. The next prompt I'm bringing in is for poop bags. Something you run out of at the worst time. And believe me, I've run out of poop bags at the worst time. But something that I think for me personally would be terrible to run out of at the worst time is deodorant. So I'm bringing in this deodorant from Pacifica. It is their coconut clean deodorant. And this is the only one I've seen that has a twist top. But it is this big guy here. I'm bringing this in for 20 uses. Because deodorant is something I use every day. And so I use this one every time I'm home. So we'll get 20 uses out of that. And yeah, get more use out of it. Prioritize it. Even though it's something I use anyway. And finally, the last prompt I'm bringing in is for litter box. And that is an item you wish your cat or a cat would bury in the litter box. I am bringing in this travel size Soap and Glory Face Soap and Clarity Vitamin C Face Wash. As you can probably see, I have used this previously. It's not terrible, but it has like little beads in it for no apparent reason. There aren't enough of them to be an exfoliant, and they don't dissolve. I'm always terrified of getting one of them in my eye while I'm washing my face. So yeah, I mean, it's an okay facial cleanser. It would not be a holy grail. I don't think there's anything special about it. So I did buy this. I've been using it as a travel cleanser, and I'm currently working on something else, but when that's done, I'm going to focus on this, and I'm going to use it 18 times or finish, whichever comes first. Because yeah, I'm not going to buy this again, because when I bought it, I didn't realize it had those little beads in there, and if I had known, I would not have bought it. Yeah, anyway, that's why I don't like that. So that is my update for today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please do that while you're here. It means a lot to me. And until my next video, take care of yourselves, stay true to you, and I'll see you later.